Now we have Sarah Palin up at the microphone at this Trump rally. She didn't show up at the earlier one today in Iowa. She was there yesterday, but then here she is back in Tulsa. Let's listen in for a moment.
States of America, Donald J. Trump. Well, good, because it's going to take all of us working together in this. And you all have a responsibility. We all have a role to play in this, and truly electing someone who will let us make America great again. You hard-working Americans, you patriots, you who know that enough is enough, enough of the status quo, it's got to go. In this great awakening, you all who realize that, man, our country is we're going to go to hell in a handbasket under this tragic fundamental transformation of America that Obama had promised us. No, what we need now is a fundamental restoration of America, all that is good and free and secure and exceptional about America. So we need to be in it to win it, and we're in it because we believe in America, and we can believe that our best days are ahead of us. But we're going to have to start doing things completely different, things that over the last 7-8 years have gotten us into the mess that we're in. We need to elect a commander-in-chief who will respect our troops. A commander-in-chief. Chief who understands that we, as Americans, you here in Oklahoma especially, you love your freedom. And when you love your freedom, you think of that. You think of that. And then you realize that our vets deserve a commander-in-chief who will let them do their job and go kick ISIS ass. Commander-in-chief who will respect what it is that our forces go through and would never leave them behind. A commander-in-chief who would never lie to the families of the fallen. When I talk about a commander-in-chief who will never leave our men and our women behind, let me get a little bit personal on this. I'm talking about not leaving our wounded warriors behind also. Our wounded warriors who come home from the battlefield bringing new battles with them. Our wounded warriors, sometimes in body and in mind, coming back different than when they left for the war zone. I can talk personally about this. I guess it's kind of the elephant in the room, because my own family going through what we're going through today, with my son, a combat vet, having served in a striker brigade, fighting for you all, America, in the war zone. But my son, like so many others, they come back a bit different. They come back hardened. They come back wondering if there is that respect for what it is that their fellow soldiers and airmen and every other member of the military so sacrificially have given to this country. And that starts from the top. It's a shame that our military personnel even have to wonder if they have to question if they're respected anymore. It starts from the top. The question, though, that comes from our own president, where they have to look at him and wonder, do you know what we go through? Do you know what we're trying to do to secure America and to secure the freedoms that have been bequeathed us? So when my own son is going through what he goes through coming back, I can certainly relate with other families who kind of feel these ramifications of some PTSD and some of the woundedness that our soldiers do return with, and it makes me realize more than ever, it is now or never, for the sake of America's finest, that we have that Commander-in-Chief who will respect them and honor them. In fact, not 10 minutes ago, I was handed a military coin from one of your great residents here, a young man who is retiring from the military, and on the coin it says, "We're a brotherhood that only a few can understand." I know that you understand. So Oklahoma, we need you to you need to share the message with the rest of America. And when you go to vote in your primary March 1st, you can make it a Super Tuesday for the rest of America by leading the way with the vote for the next commander who will respect our troops, who will give them what they are deserving, and who will treat our vets better than illegal immigrants in America. Well, we're in this together, and we're in it because just last week we saw our sailors suffer and be humiliated at the hands of Iranian captors, where we were made to apologize. And why was that? It's because of a weak-kneed capitulator-in-chief who doesn't know how to negotiate. And he has decided that, well, from now on, America is going to lead from behind. What the enemy was doing was sending a message to the rest of the world, and that message they tried to send was that, they will capture, and America will kowtow, and America will apologize, and then in the deal, we will bend over and then say thank you. What a deal! Only one candidate has that proven record of success where he masters the art of the deal. He is beholden to no one but we the people. He's beholden only to doing the right thing. And he is perfectly positioned to make America great again. Are you ready for that, Oklahoma? Are you ready to see the change? Like I said yesterday in Iowa, no more pussyfooting around. It is time. You deserve the best.
All right, no more pussyfooting around. She said it again. It's time to kick ISIS's ass. Our vets deserve a real commander-in-chief, not one that will leave them behind and lie to the families of the fallen. Sarah Palin also went on to talk about the fact that her son, Track, was arrested yesterday. She didn't say exactly what happened, but he was arrested for domestic violence assault, threatened his girlfriend allegedly with an AR-15, but she did go on to say that he served in combat in a combat brigade, in the Stryker Brigade, that he came home hardened, and that we need to respect our military veterans, some who may be suffering from PTSD and come home wounded. Let me bring back in the political panel now, Chris and Leslie. Chris, was this the right time for Sarah Palin to talk about any kind of effects that her son, and we don't know if he is suffering from any of the above?
Well, she seems to be saying today that that is the explanation for what happened with her son. You know, it's the Mama Grizzly thing. She's coming to her son's defense. Nobody asked her about it, but she's getting out front and saying that her son is suffering from post-traumatic stress disorder because of his time serving in combat and you know, building a legal defense right here on television today. I think she's a mother. She's responding to her son being in a crisis.
Mm-hmm. From a PR point of view, Leslie, I mean, is it smart for her to get out in front of it? I mean, here she is once again on the national stage, and she's having to face issues about her family, which she has done before.
Yeah.
I honestly, if she were running, Gretchen would agree with Chris. Like, yeah, you know, she's building a verbal defense right here on national television, and she's, you know, putting it out there in front. But she's not running. She's endorsing another person running. Yeah. She can talk about how wonderful our military is, which it is. She doesn't have to mention her son. If I were her PR advisor, I would not have advised her to mention her son. There's some people may not know about these charges because they're, you know, just came about in the past, you know, couple of days. And quite frankly, it could even hurt his defense with her saying too much. So I don't think it was a smart thing to do, and I don't think it was the right venue.
Okay, Chris, wrap it up for me. You got about 30 seconds.
Well, going back to Sarah Palin jumping in on these proxies, you know, Sarah Palin is going to have, and why she endorsed Donald Trump rather than Ted Cruz. You know, she has no love or affinity for the Republican establishment in Washington, D.C., which did not treat her well. She is known as the rogue. Donald Trump is kind of a rogue. She's a populist. He's a populist. Well, Ted Cruz is a different case, though. He's not rogue, not in the same way that Donald Trump is. He is not populist in the same way that Donald Trump is. And there's a relationship with the Republican establishment in Washington that may parallel.
Gotta go. Thanks much to both of you.